Hello, everybody.
Oh,
Pika, pika. Um, we have a little haul today. We should have waited, but we didn't know we were going to run around today. Um, we ended up at one thrift shop, and then we found some stuff at Walmart. This was on clearance from Easter. Cute little bag to put your Easter eggs in, I guess.
yeah.
I don't know how much it was. Okay, it's originally 14.82, so we paid seven something, I think.
Yeah, not
I
bad
think
all
it was half off, right? Or was
Uh,
only a quarter off?
I think 50% off. The food, I
The
think,
the
was.
candy was only at 25%.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so we got it for seven something. I'm not gonna do math because my brain's just not mathing today. But it's cute. It's got a nice size opening. It's very soft. And then they had this pen that was $1.98 originally. Then again, it was half off as a almost said stocking stuffer, basket stuffer.
Close enough.
Oh, it's got a little pocket in here. That's cute.
Hmm.
So there's your Pika Pika
Hmm.
Pikachu. And then I got, because I didn't buy enough t-shirts the other day. Do this last or next or whatever
Yeah, whatever.
after we're done with. I found two more in my size. So I have Elvis 1958 tour and Sun Record Company, Heartbreak Hotel. So yeah, I thought that one was kind of cool. Oh, in the back. I didn't
Huh.
notice this one had the tour dates on the back.
Hmm.
Tour 1958. Heartbreak Hotel Tour. New York, Chicago, St. Louis, Fort Wayne, Indiana, Detroit, Buffalo, Toronto, Canada, Ottawa, Canada, Philadelphia, Spokane, Vancouver, Canada, Seattle, Portland, Tupelo, San Francisco, Oakland, Los Angeles, Hawaii, Honolulu, Hawaii, and the Schofield Barracks in Hawaii. Well, let's just skip over Ohio. It's not like anybody in Ohio wanted to see him.
Yeah.
My mom was disappointed because he came to the Dayton area right before he died.
Hmm.
And she says, "Oh, I'll catch him the next time he comes through."
Nope.
And she didn't get to because he didn't come through again. He died a few months later.
Yeah.
So, and then I found Van Morrison. What's it say? Here Comes the Night. So again, my taste in music is kind of all over the place because I'm only getting shirts for bands I like. So, and they're both made by the Lee Jeans Company. I like the way theirs fit better than the Wrangler ones that I got, but that's okay. Then those I ended up paying regular price. They were like 14.97 or something,
Close enough.
$15.
Yeah.
But then I've got a couple other things on clearance. I have the little mini Demogorgon. It's a clip-on. This is the one I hauled the other day that I got for seven when it was originally like 20 something, I think. And I thought that was a pretty good deal. This one is the only one I saw that was Demogorgon. There might have been another one in the box, but I wasn't going to rummage around looking. On the box, there was no tag on it, but it was in a box with other ones that were clearance. And on the box, it said $3. And I said, "Is it really?" Because there was no sticker on it. So I scanned it on the app. The app said it was $10. And I was like, well, I don't know about that. I'm not going to pay $10, pay more for the little one than I paid for the big one. So I guess that's actually the medium size because I think they made an even bigger one.
Oh, God.
Well, they generally do like three sizes: the super one, large ones, and then the medium size, and then this. Um, they might actually make them smaller. I don't know.
Oh, boy.
So there were some workers. They're remodeling our store, and it's a complete chaos. If you caught yesterday's video, I ranted about it a little bit, but um, there were a couple workers there. I said, "Is there any way you could scan this and tell me how much it really is?" Because the box that it's sitting in says $3, When I scanned it on the app, it said $10. I want to know how much is it really. And she scanned it. It says $1 for me. And she showed me. I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna hope it's $1.
Go
And if
buy
it's
that.
$1, I'll get it.
Yeah.
So when we checked out, I asked the cashier, I said, can you tell me how much this is? And he scanned it and it said $1. I said, it's mine.
Yeah.
I was just confused because, on the box it said $3. When I scanned it, it said 10. Then one of the workers back there scanned it and it said $1. I just wanted to make sure what it really says when you scan it at the register. So he's so squishy and it's so soft. But I do like the Demogorgon. I think it's cool. And this is the last thing from Walmart.
I believe so.
I have a stocking stuffer for my brother for Christmas. Yes, I know it's only April. Let's see, today's the 24th, so that means there's 8 months? Yeah, I'll probably lose it between now and then, but if I put it in the bin with the other Christmas stuff, it'll be all right.
Yeah.
I found a Dr. Squatch soap, Star Wars Dark Side scrub with Darth Vader on it. I don't know why I keep getting him Darth Vader things.
Yeah.
This one was limited edition, and it was half off because it was in the clearance. And I'm happy that it didn't have a bunch of stickers all over it. Like some of the other ones had big stickers covering up the stuff. And I'm like, no. Data pad. Let this dark, powerful blend take you in its grip with mighty chokeberry, exfoliating sand, and a tempting smoky scent. Can you smell any of that?
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit?
Yeah.
I can't smell anything when I sniff it. So
Yeah.
then we also went to the one thrift shop. And this thrift shop, I really enjoy it. And books are 7 for $1. So
Yeah.
he found
Not bad.
for 50 cents a piece these anime pictures. You said it was what, Demon Slayer?
Yeah.
For that one.
I'd like to know one of them is.
And
it looks like the same guy, so
that
most
one.
likely they're both Demon Slayer.
So those are pretty nice. I mean, if nothing else, the frames are worth well more than 50 cents.
Yeah.
And it looks like they're canvas-looking prints. I wonder if they're like the canvas prints I've gotten off Temu where they're like flat. They're not like on a board or anything.
Probably.
And then somebody went and put them in nice frames.
Yeah.
Make sure you take them upstairs so they don't get broke down here.
Yeah.
Okay, well, since this book came out of the bag first, we'll do it first. This is Ian Colfer, Half Moon Investigations. I thought this sounded interesting. And Publishers Weekly gave it a starred review and says hilarious. So, okay. Fletcher Moon has never been like other kids. For one thing, he has had to suffer the humiliating nickname Half Moon because of his short stature. But the real reason Fletcher is different is that ever since he was a baby, he's had a nose for sniffing out mysteries. And after graduating at the top of his internet class, he is officially certified as the youngest detective in the world. He even has a silver-plated detective's badge to prove it. Everything is going along fine until two things happen. A classmate hires him to solve a crime, and his prized badge is stolen. All signs point to the town's most notorious crime family, the Sharkies. As Fletcher follows the clues, evidence of a conspiracy begins to emerge. But before he can crack the case, Fletcher finds himself framed for a serious crime. To clear his name, he will have to pair up with the unlikeliest of allies and go on the run from the authorities. Fletcher has 12 hours to find the guilty party, or he is the guilty party.
Oh, boy.
Apparently, somebody named Craig Haynes used to have this book.
Oh, boy.
This guy's name signed in it. Ian Colfer also did the Artemis Fowl series. A book called The Supernaturalist. One called The Wish List. Ian Colfer's Legend of Spud Murphy. Ian Colfer's Legend of Captain Crow's Teeth. I want to say this is probably middle grade or maybe younger, young adult. Hyperion Books for Children. Special edition. What makes it special?
No idea.
It was originally $4.99. Miramax Books. Hyperion Paperbacks for Children. Well, it looks like somebody has enjoyed it anyway.
Yeah.
And it's got fairly decent sized type. That makes me think it's probably a middle grade. Lives in Ireland with his wife and 2 children. And then I found, let's see, what's the next one? Vera B. Williams, A Chair for My Mother. I picked this one up because it was a Caldecott honor book. And I like the Caldecott and Newbery winners. So I thought I would, take a look at it. Insignificant Events in the Life of a Cactus by Dusty Bowling.
Huh.
Evan Green didn't lose her arms in an alligator wrestling match or a wildfire in Tanzania. That's just what she tells people when she gets the looks. The truth is, Avon was born without arms, but at age 13, that hasn't stopped her from doing almost anything. Then her parents take a job running Stagecoach Pass, a rundown Western theme park in Arizona, and Avon has to leave everything she knows behind. Avon struggles to make friends at her new school where the kids can't seem to see past her missing arms. But her life takes another unexpected turn when she meets Connor, a classmate who also feels isolated because of his own disability. Together they discover an old storage shed at the park that holds bigger secrets than Avon could ever have imagined. It's hard to solve a mystery, help a friend, and face your fears. But Avon's about to find out what she's capable of and how far from insignificant she is. I think that sounds really good. This one was $7.95 to start with. From Scholastic. It's got book club questions in the back. It looks like. Yeah, discussion questions. This got pretty big print. I think this is also probably middle grade.
Probably.
But I think this one sounds really good. When I was little, a kid pointed at me on the playground and shouted, "Her arms fell off!" Then ran away screaming in terror to his mom, who had to cuddle him on her lap, rub his head for like 10 minutes to get him to calm down.
Oh boy. Yes.
That's a pretty good start, opening line.
Yes. Stupid
I
kid.
found one called The Angel Tree by Daphne Benedis Grab. Now I know I have seen like some Hallmark movies called Angel Tree, and I know the concept of Angel Tree because we've done it at our church before. But I don't think I have read this one. Yeah, reading level grade 4 appeals to 3rd through 6th graders, so middle grade. Every Christmas season in the small town of Pine River, a tree appears in the town square. I'm having trouble talking today. The Angel Tree. Some people tie wishes to the tree, while others make those wishes come true. Nobody's ever known where the tree comes from, but the mystery has always been part of the tradition's charm. This year, Lucy knows just what her wish is. Valentine, her seeing eye dog, is terribly sick, and her family can't afford the treatment that could save her life. Max knows his wish is too big. His family needs a new home after theirs burned down in a fire, but he's going to tie it to the tree anyway. Meanwhile, Joe's new to Pine River, and he definitely doesn't fit in. He's not sure he even deserves to put up a wish. Cammie's also got a lot riding on the tree, but it's not a wish. She's determined to figure out who is responsible for the tradition. Together with Lucy, Max, and Joe, she wants to solve the mystery so that Pine River can finally thank the person who brought the angel tree to their town. It's a heartwarming Christmas mystery full of friendship, discovery, and loads of holiday cheer. It looks like it was originally $5.99. This edition available for distribution only through the school market. So it's probably one of those papers that they'd send home like once a month where you could choose books or buy books. We used to buy books for those all the time. Either that or it was from Book Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got pretty good size print. I ought to be able to read that.
Oh, boy.
Or at least see it. And I picked up Al Capone Shines My Shoes, which I believe over on the shelf I have Al Capone Does My Shirts. It's another tale from Alcatraz. And it's from Jennifer Childenko, Newbery Honor winning author. I think she won the Newbery for Al Capone Does My Shirts. Because it's in my Newbery stack over there. It's Under Dracula, the third one down. That red cover. I can't read what it says, but I'm positive that's the book that goes with this.
Probably.
Moose Flanagan is back, and now he owes Al Capone a favor. When 12-year-old Moose Flanagan finds a note in one of his freshly laundered pillowcases, he knows exactly who it's from. Al Capone. Capone may be one of the most notorious criminals in residence at Alcatraz, but he and Moose have a special connection. And now it seems Al Capone wants Moose to do something for him.
Oh, boy.
As Moose and his friends work together to figure out how they're going to get away with helping one of America's most notorious gangsters, some of Alcatraz's other inhabitants are trying to get away with something of their own. Yeah, Al Capone Does My Shirts has the red cover, and there's a green cover, Al Capone Does My Homework. So now I got to keep an eye out for that one.
Oh, boy.
What is it with me getting series and having one book I have to find?
Yeah.
This one was $6.99 to start with. So we've gone 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
Al Capone Shines My Shoes. Yeah, Al Capone Does My Shirts is a Newbery Honor book. Is there an order that they go in? I mean, I'm thinking Does My Shirts is probably first. Other books you may enjoy. Does My Homework, Does My Shirts. The Boy Who Saved Baseball. Cat Ate My Gym Suit. I just read that recently. Emma Jean Lazarus Fell Out of a Tree, A Long Way from Chicago, Mockingbird. Any other of these? No Passengers Beyond This Point. Notes from a Liar and Her Dog. Over the Wall. Things Not Seen. Travel Team. A Year Down Yonder. Out of this list, I think the only one I've read so far is Cat Ate My Gym Suit by Paula Danziger. In the sequel to it, there's a Bat and Bunk 5. Where the girl from the first book is now a camp counselor in the second book. Okay. So I have Benji. Benji's First Holiday. I used to love the Benji movies when I was little. It says, life on the road is better with friends. Just in time for the snow to start falling, Benji finds a new pack and the animals at a country farm. It's the perfect place to spend his first holiday season. Sleigh rides, a cozy barn, a frozen pond, and a farmer who doesn't trust dogs. But the farmer's new foster daughter sure could use a furry friend.
Ugh. That's what cats are for.
So this is a little bit younger book, but still probably like younger middle grade. Like third, fourth grade, I would guess. I mean, it's fairly good sized print. And it's a Benji book.
Yeah.
We love Benji. And the last book, and last thing in the haul, is Joyce Carol Oates' Mysteries of Winterthurn. I have heard of Joyce Carol Oates. I haven't read any of her stuff yet. And what's the one that's on this stack here? We Were the Mulvaneys. I picked up at the Athens Library in that one haul. Okay, this one says, in Mysteries of Winterthurn, the brilliant young detective hero Xavier Kilgarvan is confronted with three baffling cases: the Virgin in the Rose Bower, Devil's Half Acre, and the blood-stained gown, that tax his genius for detection to the utmost, just as his forbidden passion for his cousin Perdita becomes an obsession that shapes his life. He's got the hots for his cousin?
Oh, God.
I don't know.
That's weird.
Thing is, I don't know what the time period is for this book. Compelling and propulsive, Mysteries of Winterthurn is the author's favorite among her several acclaimed and controversial Gothic novels.
Oh, boy.
Joyce Carol Oates has written some of the most enduring fiction of our time, including the national bestsellers We Were the Mulvaneys, which is right there in that stack, Blonde, which was nominated for the National Book Award. I want to say that one's loosely based on Marilyn Monroe, but I'm not positive. In the New York Times bestsellers The Accursed and The Falls, which won the 2005 Prix Femina. She is the Roger S. Berland Distinguished Professor of the Humanities at Princeton University. At the time that this book was printed, when was this book printed?
No idea.
Oh, she got a ton of novels. Look at that.
Too much.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 40, 41, 42, 43? 43 novels listed on this page as of 2018. What's the last one listed is 2018. Okay, this looks like... I forget how you're supposed to read the thing at the bottom. I know there's an order to how it's supposed to be. I think, if I'm reading it, if I'm remembering correctly, and I can't swear that I am, October of 2022? Which would account for the list going to 2018.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, what page? Okay, so I guess this is like 3 smaller novels. Because The Virgin in the Rose Bower is 201 pages. Then The Devil's Half Acre goes from 203 to 464. So that's 260-ish pages. And then the last one goes from 465 to the end. So it's like 3 small novels bound together under one title. So that goes from, what did I say, 465 to 635. So just under 200 pages. And then there's an afterword. Wonder if I can find this one as an audio. That sounds interesting. So I guess rather than release them, I don't. Maybe she did release them as separate books, but it's a bind up of. Look how floppy. That's great. It's a bind up of the three. Mysteries of Winter Thurn is how it's listed in here, from 1984. Yeah, it doesn't have them listed separate. Anyway, that's the haul. So, nice little stack of books. I mean, I really had to search to find the last two books, which were the Benji and the Mother's Chair one, just to make my 7 so I could get it for $1. Otherwise, they charge you a quarter a piece. I'm not sure how 7 for $1 equals a quarter a piece, but
yeah, no idea.
Whatever. So, well, that was everything in the bag. You want the bag to put your pictures in it so you can carry them up, or?
Yeah.
Well, then I'll stick it in that plastic bag there. All right. Well, I guess that's it for right now. Um, we're trying to get to doing one of the snack boxes.
At some point.
Well, hopefully we can do one tonight. But right now, I think we're going to order a pizza for dinner.
Yeah.
And then if we're still hungry, we'll do one tonight. Otherwise, we'll do one tomorrow.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do all of them tomorrow. I don't know. I'm still off tomorrow. Go away, Aunt. Your aunt came back, William.
Oh, boy.
Why he likes my computer, I don't know. Maybe because it's warm.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's all I got for right now.
Yeah.
And we will see you in the next one. Remember to do all the YouTube things. Comment, like, share, subscribe. Ring the bell icon to be notified of future uploads. Should the YouTube gods deem it worthy. What are you doing?
Everything.
Besides acting weirder than usual. So weird, so weird. Anyway. Yeah, but we love you anyway. Alright, well, let's see. Here's your aunt again. Go away.
It just stays, does whatever it
Go
wants.
someplace that is not here.
Yeah.
Go someplace not in my room.
Yeah.
Like outside, where you belong. Okay, well, while I'm yelling at ants, I guess I should say bye-bye.